From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Wednesday morning to you, the final day of winter, and things are looking good so far. Pretty quiet out there on our Bi-Mart Skycam, looking down into the Yakima Valley. Visibility good this morning, a little bit chilly, so if you're heading out the door, do grab your coat. Temperatures will be warming into the 50s. It's pretty cool all around our area, and we have a really quiet start, but things are going to change. In fact, we have a wind advisory in place for Northeast Washington and Southeast Washington, Northeast Oregon. 20 to 35 mile an hour winds today, gusting up to 55 miles an hour. So get ready for a quiet start of your final day of winter. Look for increasing clouds later today. We'll start to see some mountain snow and PM showers moving through the area. And get ready for those winds, batten down the hatches. I'll get to more details coming up. Here's what's coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, straight ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, 2 wrongful death lawsuits filed on behalf of the families of 2 people killed in separate crashes. One of those crashes involving an off-duty trooper. We have the details on both lawsuits.
Plus, a local high school dance team is being honored and recognized for their big accomplishments this season. We have all the details just ahead.
Also coming up, some new rules set to go into effect this month that could make it harder for some people to get their Social Security benefits. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, March 19th, and we want to start off your top stories this morning with some continuing coverage. Tamaki Law has filed 2 wrongful death lawsuits on behalf of the families of 2 people who were killed in 2 separate crashes earlier this month in Benton County. One of those crashes we've been covering closely involving an off-duty trooper.
That's right, and the attorney handling the cases says these deaths were preventable. Our Emily Goodell has more on this story.
The fatalities happened just 10 miles and 20 minutes apart, claiming 2 lives and leaving loved ones behind.
There's no amount of money that obviously can bring them back, but under the justice system that we are involved in, the claim is going to be very significant, yet to be determined, but it's going to be very significant.
One lawsuit filed on behalf of the family of 20-year-old Yasser Sanchez.
Very, very hard worker, great brother, very close to his family.
Family who spoke to Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed earlier this month about their loss.
That is Joseph. It's like the son for my family. And now we lost Joseph and we are destroyed for no.
The family suing off-duty state trooper Sarah Clayson, who authorities say failed to yield the right-of-way while making a left-hand turn onto State Route 240 in Richland and crashed into Sanchez's motorcycle.
From the preliminary police report, from investigation that we have done so far, there's a really strong likelihood of her intoxication.
Another lawsuit filed on behalf of the family of 35-year-old Anthony Aguirre.
He has a couple children, also family, another very hard worker trying to support his family. You just can't prepare yourself for something like that.
His family suing driver Matthew Mason, who authorities say crossed the center line on State Route 224 in Benton City at a high rate of speed and crashed into Aguirre's car head-on.
As we've done our investigation, it's been clear that the drivers in both of these instances were negligent, likely impaired, and because of that, the family is seeking justice, seeking changes, and seeking an opportunity to be heard and to allow their loved ones to have their day in court and to let people know who they are and the loss that comes from such a terrible tragedy like this.
Outside prosecutors have stepped in both cases. Mason has been charged with vehicular homicide under the influence, but no charges yet for Clayson. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. In a crime alert this morning, authorities are trying to find and arrest this man. He's about to pop up on your screen. His name is Raul Morfin Diaz. And right now, the U.S. Marshals Pacific Northwest Violent Offender Task Force and the Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office are looking for him, saying he's wanted for rape of a child in the first degree and also for 2 counts of child molestation, also in the first degree. Now, the man's whereabouts are unknown at this time, but the U.S. Marshals are offering up to $1,000 for any information leading to his arrest. If you have anything or know anything, contact authorities immediately.
Well, this morning we're learning more about a reported kidnapping out of Yakima that turned out to be a prank involving military members. We're hearing from a spokesperson for the Army's 7th Infantry Division. They say several of its members showed up to a Target parking lot, pulled a fellow service member into a van, one of them shouting kidnapping, and then drove off. Well, people who saw this, of course, were alarmed. They called 911. Police then learned it was all a prank once they caught up to that van. So Yakima police say they didn't really do anything illegal, so they aren't in trouble with the law, but they could be facing some consequences from the military.
The service members have been returned to their chain of command, and the incident is under investigation.
Yeah, police say this is, of course, a good reminder that pranks like this one can really alarm the community, and they encourage people not to create scenes like this.
Talking high school sports now, Eastern Washington is making waves as multiple schools are bringing home state championships. And one of those teams, Columbia Burbank High School, just earned its first ever state title in any sport. And we hear directly from the team on what this historic achievement means to them. Dan Hansen has the story.
A really special feat and something we'll remember forever.
The Columbia Burbank boys basketball team started playing together since before high school. As freshmen, they helped the team to a 6th place finish in the boys 2B state tournament 3 years ago, each time finishing better than previous years, taking 3rd in 2023, then falling just short in last year's championship game against Colfax. But now, the small town of Burbank can celebrate.
An unbelievable group to overcome, the loss last year in the state championship game, and have all these guys back, and to be able to get back to that spot and then to win the state championship was just really special.
The Coyotes are loaded with talent, led by 8 seniors who bleed purple and gold. 3 of those seniors say knowing this was their last year at school motivated them to take that next step, but knew they had to get past Colfax.
The Colfax game last year was really bittersweet. I know for me, I knew I had one more year, so I wasn't like crazy worried about it. But I knew that was the game we wanted the whole entire year.
As a leader and the 2B Washington Boys Player of the Year, that motivation worked, defeating Colfax to play for the state championship, eventually defeating Freeman by 2 points. This historic achievement, according to the players, isn't just for them, but for the entire community.
And the least we can do is win a chip. They've supported us throughout the years. I mean, how many people were at that game? It was crazy, so that's the least we can do.
The city of Burbank will hold a parade for the state champions coming up on Thursday, March 20th, and then have a community celebration afterwards where the trophy will be in attendance. Reporting in Burbank, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And check this out now. The Pasco High School dance team continues to celebrate their great season, and this time they're getting citywide recognition.
They sure are. At the start of the city council meeting, Pasco's mayor Pete Serrano presented the dance hip hop team with a proclamation. All the team members and coaches were there to receive the recognition. Family members and even staff from the Pasco School District showed up to support the team. This team being recognized for their accomplishments this season.
I'm honored to commend you on your well-deserved success. This is an exceptional achievement. It's a testament to the hard work and the dedication you've poured into your craft, and you've truly exemplified the power of teamwork, tenacity, and passion. Countless hours of practice, perseverance through challenges, and an unwavering commitment to excellence have led you to this incredible moment. And you have a well-earned, deserved place among the best.
I love that. Mayor Serrano saying that the team's dedication exemplifies the spirit of Pasco. The team is competing in this year's state tournament after qualifying as District 6 4A champions for the hip hop and show category.
And look at them go.
I love watching them dance.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
They're so good. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, new rules set to go into effect this month could make it harder for some people to get their Social Security benefits. With the details coming up in your national news.
And giving you a live look outside this morning, courtesy of our Yakima Federal camera here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Stacey Lee will be back with your first alert forecast after the break. It is 5:09.
Buy a new air conditioner in March and get the furnace for free, plus a free thermostat, air filtration system, and a 12-year parts and labor warranty. Buy now and pay nothing until next year. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
It only happens once a year. The McCurley dealership spring cleaning event is here at McCurley Honda. And this March, your trade is worth more than ever. Right now, we're giving you an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase when you trade in a vehicle, plus special event savings on every new and pre-owned vehicle. And with exclusive low-rate financing, driving home a new ride has never been easier. Get to McCurley Honda today, where your trade is worth more this March.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Tonight, the tariff back and forth, the stock market taking a huge hit, and Americans paying the price. Plus, millions bracing for possible flooding, high winds, fire, and snow. World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Wednesday morning to you. Final day of winter. Our Legends Casino Skycam. Look at the Columbia River. Nice and smooth. Things are pretty calm. Very light winds. 32 degrees. Our visibility is great this morning. No fog to report in the area. Lots going on weather-wise. Temperature-wise this morning, it's a chilly one getting out the door. Temperatures will top out in the upper 40s and low 50s a little bit later this afternoon. Here's what's coming our way. This big system already starting to move in on the Olympic Peninsula. We're going to see increasing clouds today, and as this system pushes in off the coast, we're going to see strong gusty winds. We have a wind advisory for northeast Oregon and southeast Washington. So the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla area, Dayton, everybody's going to be breezy, even in the Columbia Basin. Winter weather alerts in place. Look at the snow totals here for the southern portion of the Washington Cascades, up to 17 plus inches above 5,000 feet. Not going to be a slough here down in Oregon. In fact, we'll see up to 17 inches above 5,500 feet. And I'll move out of the way. Check out the Blues. We're going to see 4 to 10 inches. Now, the gusty winds are going to create blizzard-like conditions on I-182, so be aware of that. Planning your day, again, chilly out the door this morning. Temperatures in the 40s, 50s. And look, we're going to touch close to 60 degrees later today. As far as tonight goes, it's going to be another chilly one, but a little bit warmer than we have been seeing. So good weather report, final day of winter, lots of active weather. I'll talk more in my First Alert full weather forecast, and I'll have your 7-day planners coming up. Jade?
Thanks so much, Stacey. 5:14 now in your national headlines this morning. A new rule goes into effect March 31st, and it could make it harder for some people to collect their Social Security benefits. People who can't prove their identity online will have to visit a field office. Another rule going into effect will bar beneficiaries from changing bank account information by phone. These changes put into place aimed at reducing fraud by the Trump administration. Online services, those will still be available, but a lot of people who collect Social Security benefits are seniors, and it could make it harder for them to get to where they need to go. And President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin have agreed that the war in Ukraine needs to end, quote, with a lasting peace. The White House saying that the agreement came during yesterday's phone call between the two leaders. The Kremlin saying Russia has agreed to stop attacking energy infrastructure facilities in Ukraine for 30 days. President Zelensky from Ukraine saying that Ukraine will also stop those attacks on Russian sites. And we're learning more this morning that a judge for Josh Reeby said that he could leave the Dominican Republic and go home. Investigators say Reeby was the last person to see a missing U.S. college student alive. Now, Reeby had asked the Dominican Republic court to grant him freedom, saying authorities have inappropriately restricted his movements without charges being filed. Now, the hearing came just a day after Sadushka Konaki's parents asked Dominican authorities to officially declare their daughter dead. That 20-year-old went missing March 6th while on spring break in Punta Cana. Her parents say investigators believe that she drowned, and so far there has been no evidence of foul play. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, Stacey Lee will have your full First Alert forecast and what you can expect as we make our way through this week. As we give you a live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima, it is 5:16. We'll be right back.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Spring is in the air and creativity is blooming everywhere at Custer's 26th annual Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Join us as over 150 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single-day admission, only $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer's Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
With Steel Battery. Power up with free extra battery deals on select Steel tools. Shop in-store and online.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event is here, which means it's time for some spring cleaning at McCurley Subaru. And this March, your trade is worth more than ever. Right now, we're giving you an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase when you trade in a vehicle, plus special event savings on every new and pre-owned vehicle. And with exclusive low-rate financing, driving home a new ride has never been easier. Get to McCurley Subaru today, where your trade is worth more this March.
Curve Appeal's new Era machine is here with an unbeatable offer. Get 4 sessions for just $999 or 8 sessions for $1,799. The best prices in town for incredible results. This special ends April 12th. Start your new era with Curve Appeal. Book your consultation today.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
And good Wednesday morning to you and final day of winter. 32 degrees right now in our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Nice and clear. Pretty quiet morning out there and winds are light. But things are going to be changing. We have winter weather alerts in place. Look at the amounts of snow we could see across the Cascades up above 17 inches here in the Cascades of Oregon and 12 plus inches above 4,000 feet in the Cascades in Washington. Also the Blue Mountains, look at that. Pretty impressive. 5 to 8 inches of snow there above 4,500 feet. Also winds, and we'll talk about those winds here in a sec. Let's take a look at that weather pattern starting to usher in lots of moisture on the west side, and the snow starts here in the Cascade Mountains. It'll continue to drop down into the Oregon Cascades and move to the east throughout the day. So get ready for that. Here's the increasing cloud cover we'll see today. Here comes the snow across the Cascades. Look for that all through the area. And then those rain showers will start to move into our region later tonight. So look for showers late this evening and continuing snow conditions across the Cascades and Blue Mountain. So if you're traveling in those areas, you'll want to check those past reports. Here's the wind advisory, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, gusting up to 50 at times. So very blustery, very windy today. Let's look at the futurecast. You'll really start seeing those winds picking up here in northeastern Oregon around 10 o'clock in the morning. As the afternoon moves on, you'll see those winds increase, and then you'll even see them start to pick up here in the Columbia Basin as we get into Thursday. So strong gusty winds all through our area. We're going to be dealing with that for a little bit, and we're dealing with high pollen counts as well. If you're sniffling and sneezing, this is why our pollen counts are starting to get up there. Good news if you like spring weather as we officially welcome spring on Thursday. Check out these temperatures. We're going to be in the 70s, well above the average for this time of year for Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Yakima also going to hit those 70-degree temps early next week. So I'm looking forward to the first full week of spring. Overnight tonight, temperatures dropping down into the 30s through the area. Here's that 7-day planning forecast. Yes, we have those breezy and gusty winds, and we're going to be dealing with those for several days. More showers as we have another system moving in on Friday and Saturday. Taking a peek at Yakima's weather. Again, we've got spring ushering in, a little overcast the next couple of days. Chances of rain on Friday, and once again on Sundays, we have another system moving across the area. Ellensburg taking its time to warm up. Still a little chilly there at night, but those daytime highs getting nice and warm by the first part of next week. Walla Walla looking active as well. Look for those rain showers a little more possible there at the foothills, and expect those breezy winds continuously there in the foothills of the Blues. Here's Hermiston. Again, breezy to gusty winds with temperatures hitting 73, 74 degrees next week. I'll take it. Stick around. We've got more Good Morning Northwest as we'll be right back.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus on us and stay a step ahead with Galaxy AI.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers?
Get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with Galaxy AI on us. US Cellular, built for us.
What makes NUU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life because if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question, I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Go to NUUWomen'sClinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
Higher prices may be on the horizon, but right now you can lock in the best deals during the spring cleaning event at McCurley Mazda. This March, bring your trade, clean or dirty, and get an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase. Your old vehicle helps you save more today. Plus, get exclusive low-rate financing and special event savings on new and pre-owned vehicles. Outsmart the market and the potential of rising prices, and lock in your savings today at McCurley Mazda.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe,
and that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Welcome back, 5:25, and in your entertainment news this morning, Martha Stewart. Are you Martha Stewart fans?
Yeah. I like her. I can't do what she does.
She's like gangsta. No one can do what she does. That's why she's Martha Stewart, right? we aspire to be her.
Right.
And she's at it again. She's releasing her 101st book.
What? So it's called Martha Stewart's Gardening Handbook, The Essential Guide to Designing, Planting, and Growing, and it hit the store shelves yesterday. Now, while the homemaking expert is no stranger to publishing books, this is her first book in 30 years that centers around gardening.
That's really good. It offers tips for all levels of gardeners, everywhere from beginners to experts. The gardening book is available at major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and Target.
Okay, I know nothing about gardening.
Me neither.
So I guess I need this book.
I can't even keep a houseplant alive for crying out loud.
I'm with you there. I'm happy when flowers pop back up by themselves.
Oh, look what came back.
Yay.
Yeah, exactly. All right, going from books to music this morning, the lineup for one of the country's biggest music festivals is now out. We are talking about Chicago's signature festival, Lollapalooza.
Ooh, and the headlining artists for Lollapalooza this year include Olivia Rodrigo, Tyler the Creator, Sabrina Carpenter, Rufus Du Sol, Luke Combs, Twice, A$AP Rocky, Korn, and Gracie Abrams.
Very
Lots of good names.
eclectic mix of people there.
That is. I didn't know half of them, so there you go.
I didn't know Twice.
Who's your favorite out of the ones that you did know?
Luke Combs.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say A$AP Rocky.
I was hoping you were going to say Korn.
Well, Korn too. Okay, I would pick that. The 4-day festival includes more than 170 artists across 8 stages. Pre-sale tickets go on sale tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the festival typically attracts nearly 500,000 people to Chicago's Grant Park every summer.
And this year the festival runs from July 31st to August 3rd, so we should get our tickets, guys.
All right, let's go.
Head
Girls
to
trip.
Chicago.
Woohoo, yeah.
There we
We're
go.
already, dressed matching, so we'll find each other.
Yeah, exactly. We know what to do. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, some Pasco residents aren't so happy about the city's decision regarding an adjustment on their irrigation utility rate, a decision that actually comes after months of discussions and feedback.
And coming up in your next half hour, we have how this will affect new and existing customers, plus why some aren't exactly on board. But first, we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Amazon's big spring sale. The 7-day event starts next Tuesday. Amazon is promising big savings on winter items and up to 40% off on spring favorites, including outdoor furniture and gardening supplies. Walmart is rolling out its spring sale the same week. Next, new details about a potential release date for the Nintendo Switch 2. Online tech reports say the gaming console could be released as early as May. The original Switch launched in 2017 for $300. The Switch 2 is expected to cost $400 or more. Finally, a new way to speed up service at the drive-thru. The parent company of Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut is about to test artificial intelligence ordering systems, not to just take your order, but to suggest menu items that have a quicker turnaround time. It even suggested I add pickles to my order, but considering I don't like them, it was quite the dilemma. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Speak now or forever hold your...
Only took 4-hour cough liquid? Unlike Robitussin DM liquid, Delsum 12-hour liquid offers 12 hours of cough relief all day or night. Delsum, cough crisis averted.
Pizza up! We're trapped by dishes!
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Suds. It traps, locks, and removes 99% of grease, so it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, cleaned and stacked.
Like ducks in a row. New Dawn Power Suds.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Stacy Lee.
All right, Stacy, it's nice to have you back here.
Yes.
You're filling in for Josh. So you've been doing the 3-degree guarantee also, or you haven't been?
I will be doing it. I busted it last time, so viewers keep signing up. Good chance you could win. But no, we did really good yesterday. Josh got the forecast just right.
All right.
Our final day of winter, we've been talking about that. The equinox happens tomorrow or overnight at 2 a.m. and it's officially spring. So
I'm in.
I'll get into that a little later. But there's your 3-degree guarantee. We added $25 to the jackpot, $350. Woo! The actual high yesterday was 54 degrees. Here's what we're going with today. 58 degrees for the high. And if I get it within 3 degrees, you guys will add another $25. If I bust it, that's pretty good jackpot. So, not too bad out there. All right, let's talk weather and let's take a live look outside. We've got the Bi-Mart Skycam, 28 degrees, so a little bit on the cool side for our friends in Yakima. Visibility, though, good this morning. No fog to speak of. And winds are still light right now. You'll see those winds start to pick up a little bit later on in the day. Temperature is pretty cool around the area. Look at some of our mountain passes. 16 at Tollgate. We've got 20 degrees at White Pass. We were down in the teens there, and we'll continue to see those temperatures warm. Now, there is a wind alert to tell you about, and that's going to impact everywhere from Dayton to Prescott into Walla Walla, Milton, Freewater, Athena, Pendleton, especially right here, that I-84 corridor. That could be treacherous for some of our high-profile vehicles, as we could see winds gusting up to 55 miles an hour today. Be safe out there. Here's what's coming up. We have a fairly quiet start today, but then you'll see those clouds increasing through the area. Get ready for some evening showers coming through, and mountain snow starts to pick up across the Cascades and the Blues. Get ready, batten down the hatches. Here comes the wind. I'll have more coming up in my first alert weather forecast. Jade, Jessica.
Thank you, Stacy. Now, starting off your 5:30 half hour with new information this morning, we're learning not all residents are happy with the City of Pasco's decision on an irrigation utility rate adjustment. But this comes after months of discussions and feedback. Our Monique Ledesma has more on why some weren't on board, and she also reports how this rate change will affect new and existing customers.
Barajas. For clarification, this is for option B?
Correct.
No. Mayor Pro Tem Milne.
Yes.
And Mayor Serrano.
Yes.
It passes 6-1.
The City of Pasco had two options to vote on, one called option A and the other option B. The majority voted for option B, meaning current users can expect to see a 17.75 increase for the first 3 years. And the last 3 years is a 3% increase for existing customers. Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano says current users can see about a $12 increase per year 1 through 3, and roughly a $5 increase years 4 through 6.
It seemed to be the fairest approach. It does assess an increased cost on the developers, and it also allows those who have used the system for years to actually bear their portion of the burden. I've been here 10 years, and while I've had some increases, maybe not that exorbitant, but we want to make sure the system lasts. We cannot not have a water system.
Mayor Serrano says for anyone who is a developer, which means if you're building in Pasco, whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, they will see a $1,000 connection fee for each water system as they schedule their permitting fees. As to how this new increase will help with consistent maintenance.
The pipes, that conveys waters, any of the water lift stations, we've had some budget where we've had to allocate towards the lift stations. So anything that's going to convey the water will continually be maintained. And anytime you see digging up a road to replace that, that's where this is where it comes from.
Mayor Serrano says this change was something the city needed to do.
Hopefully they've caught the message that this is to make sure the water system doesn't fail, to make sure that we have adequate balances to, make sure it's preserved. There are opportunities for low-income and senior folks to seek some sort of qualifying exemption.
Mayor Serrano says for those seeking exemption, they can apply by going down to City Hall on the first floor through their finance staff members or through the Ask Pasco app and on their website. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma for Good Morning Northwest.
Thank you, Monique. And Mayor Serrano also says community members can see this new rate change in as early as a month. Now, Now, we told you previously that Forever 21 had filed for bankruptcy for the second time in 6 years, so that means 2 Forever 21 stores in our region will be shutting down. 9 Washington locations will be impacted, and that includes the Valley Mall in Union Gap and the Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick. Liquidation sales will be held at these stores as well as all U.S. stores, and the company citing its competition with international fast fashion brands like Chinese-owned retailers Shein and Temu. Also, the increasing costs and economic challenges. It first filed for bankruptcy back in 2019, but it was able to stay afloat after being purchased by investors. Now it's seeking a potential buyer for their remaining assets.
5:35, and in a follow-up on the Tri-City Americans, the team has 3 games left in the regular season. Learning more now about the game that was postponed after a fight between 2 players during a game last week. M's defense man Terrell Goldsmith had to be hospitalized after a fight with Seattle Thunderbirds' Ashton Cumbie. The Ams saying that Goldsmith is doing well and is still at home resting. Now that game was postponed to this Sunday, and it will be shortened by 2 periods because it was postponed in the second period. So after the incident, as you can imagine, fans from all across the league rallied around both players, showcasing just how supportive the hockey community is. Head coach Stu Barnes saying although the team has had some ups and downs, he believes it will only strengthen them.
Leadership is really important this time of year. I think that when playoffs start, I think it's a lot of nerves. Everybody gets it's exciting. It's a new thing for a few guys that have never been in playoffs. So I think having the leaders around and guys that have kind of been there and done that is important because they're able to kind of settle things down and say, hey, no problem.
Aside from the Seattle game, the team has 2 other games left. They'll travel to Portland on Friday to take on the Winterhawks, and then they come back home Saturday for a matchup with the Spokane Chiefs. We, of course, wish them luck on the ice and, of course, a speedy recovery to Goldsmith. All right, 5:36. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest. Are you missing a best friend in your life? Well, we might have exactly what you need. Stick around for Operation Best Friend.
But first, Stacey Lee will be back and has a look at how your day will be looking today weather-wise. That is in just a few minutes.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
You used to love these shoes, but they aren't you anymore. So why not donate them to your local Goodwill? Proceeds from Goodwill sales fund programs that provide specialized training and support for people with disabilities, helping them develop essential workplace skills, promoting inclusivity and empowerment. Job seekers who will one day walk in someone else's shoes, perhaps yours, and proudly share stories about their awesome Goodwill find. When you donate to Goodwill, you'll know the future's in great hands. And shoes. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan like Kicks, J.D. Power's most dependable small SUV, Sentra, a Consumer Reports top pick, and Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. All for under $30,000 at the Nissan Now sales event. Now get a low $229 per month lease on Sentra, or get up to $3,000 total savings on Rogue.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm
I'm Debbie Robertson. March is here, and that means one thing. It's time for the Nissan Now sales event at Bill Robertson Nissan. But don't wait too long. When March ends, these deals are gone.
And you don't have to wait for the best deals of the year at Bill Robertson Nissan. Drive home today in a new 2025 Nissan Rogue S all-wheel drive for just $395 a month on a 36-month lease. Or lease a new 2025 Nissan Sentra SV for only $299 a month for 36 months.
Come see us today at Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan.
Dr. Evil, Mini-Me. Can't do it like me. Twinsies. We have to take a picture.
I'm gonna post it like who wore better.
Exactly.
Okay, who wore what better?
Can't do it like me. One of a kind.
How is that even possible?
You're gonna be so mad at me.
Daddy, where's Mommy?
Called every hospital from here to Orange County. No one's seen Betty.
The 911 two-part return continues Thursday on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a good morning to you. Wednesday, final day of winter as we get through the day. Temperatures on the cool side through the region. We're going to see temps down in the 30s right now, but we'll be heating up 40s, 50s by the mid-afternoon, upper 50s for some of us. Here's what's headed our way. Big storm system that's going to bring gusty winds and heavy mountain snow. Winter's hanging on for that last day. Look at this, 17 inches above 5,000 feet. We could see anywhere from 10 to 12 inches up in the Cascades for Oregon, up to 17 inches. Think Mount Hood is going to get quite a bit. Also, the Blue Mountains looking at several inches of snow there as well. Planning your day out, looking good. Chilly start, 40s and 50s by the mid-afternoon, upper 50s, and possible showers later in the day. Quick sneak peek at your 7-day planning forecast. Lots of active weather rain-wise, but take a look at early next week as those temperatures will be warming into the 70s. All right, here's what it looks like going forward for our 7-day planning forecast for Walla Walla and Hermiston. Ladies, it's going to be nice. I can't wait to see those 70-degree temps.
Same. I'm excited.
I'm also excited for our next story because it's now time for Operation Best Friend, and today we have a lovable rascal. We're introducing you to Rascal.
Oh, I love it. Rascal is with the Pit Bull Pen, and he is very special. He loves humans, he loves other pets, and he wants to give you a lot of love. Is Rascal right for you?
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi everyone, I'm Brooklyn Huff and I'm with the Pit Bull Pen, and today I brought a special guest. I brought Rascal. He's a 9-month-old puppy. He is bulletproof. He gets along with dogs. He gets along with cats. He loves everybody. He would be best in a home with children, probably over 5, because he is still a puppy, so he's kind of just learning how to use all his limbs properly. He does have your classic pitty tail where it's like a little whip, but he's always wiggling. He does love to be outside, and he loves to have dog friends and everything like that. He is what we call a 3-strike, so he's a male black pitty, and those are the least adopted dogs, so we would really love to find him a home before he hits a year old. He currently lives with a foster, and he has a bunch of foster siblings, some big dogs and some small dogs. He doesn't really quite understand his size, so he does get along with the small dogs, but sometimes he can be a little rowdy. But yeah. He said he loves his little brothers. He will be at our adoption event this Saturday, and you can meet him and get to know him, and he just loves to say hi, so even if you just wanted to say hi to him, you can. If you are missing the event this Saturday, you can apply on our website, or you can go on our Facebook. So we would schedule a meet and greet, and if you have any other dogs, we would do that, and our adoption coordinator would reach out to you and kind of figure everything out with you. She's really good about helping you through the process. So that's how you would get to either meet him or adopt him, is either apply at our website, or you could come to our adoption event this Saturday and meet him.
All right, so people get an early chance to meet him or get to meet him and figure out if he's a good fit for them, which he looks so sweet.
Little rascal.
Cute pup, and he's a talker. Did you hear the?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I
We get a lot of those on here. Maybe it's because we're yappers and talkers.
Makes sense, yeah.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint still ahead. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning.
And giving you that live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. When we come back, Stacey Lee will have your full First Alert forecast.
Any hints, Stacey?
It's going to be winter.
No, I'm ready for spring.
When your family's protected under our roof.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
They're free to enjoy their dreams.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life. Right now, during Lexington's winter sale event, you can enjoy 30% off the upscale designs of upholstery and encased goods from Lexington Home Brands. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Get 2.9% APR on a 2025 Cadillac Lyriq. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark weekdays at 9.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
And good morning to you. It is the final day of winter, and winter is clinging on. It's going to stick around in our mountain areas today. 32 degrees on our Yakima Federal Skycam, looking pretty quiet. So we have a very quiet start to things this morning. Good news there. Grab a coat, though, a little on the chilly side, and get ready. It's going to be some wet weather coming through. We have a big storm moving in. It's going to bring lots of rain to the west side, and we're going to see some heavy mountain snow for our Cascade Mountains as well as our Blue Mountains. So very active weather pattern. Here's our Futurecast radar. Here's when we're going to start to see those snow showers moving through this afternoon. A little bit later in the day, we'll start to see some rain showers coming down from the Kittitas Valley to the lower Yakima Valley right into the Columbia Basin. Hit or miss, you know how it is in the Tri-Cities. There we go. There's heavier showers coming. Most of our rain should start to pick up overnight tonight, and then that's when we'll see the heavy snow for the Blues and of course our Cascade Mountains. So very active, as you can see all the blue and all the colors on your screen. Lots of weather to deal with today. There are winter weather advisories and wind advisories in our area. Here's the wind advisory for northeast Oregon and southeast Washington. We could see gusts up to 50 miles an hour today. Let's time those winds out. We're going to really start to see them picking up here in the foothills of the mountains a little bit later, and then those winds really start to push through are coming up from the south, and you'll see that all through the region. Look at Walla Walla. We have some gusts 40, 50, 55 miles an hour. So batten down the hatches in those areas and take your allergy pills because those pollen counts are starting to climb as well. Look at that. So I know I've been sniffling and sneezing a lot. Chance of showers, mountain snow, breezy winds. Temperatures staying above the freezing level for most of us, except for Ellensburg and Yakima, a little bit on the chilly side there. It's also going to be the first day of spring. Now, it arrives overnight at 2:01 a.m. Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun. So there you go. Beautiful thing happening there. 7-day planning forecast. Look for those breezy and gusty winds pretty much for the rest of the week with on and off chances of rain. But take a peek at Monday and Tuesday next week. We see temperatures finally hitting the 70s, even in Yakima, 71 on Monday, 72 Tuesday. In between now and then, though, some breezy and gusty winds and mainly rain showers. And again, we'll see some more mountain snow, which is good. We need that snowpack. When we get the snowpack in March, it's much more impactful for our water table. All right, breezy winds in Ellensburg and a chance of showers there. Walla Walla really going to be dealing with those winds. Walla Walla, it's going to get really gusty tonight, and in Hermiston, look at those winds as well. We'll be right back. More Good Morning Northwest.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:50 time for your morning sprint here on Good Morning Northwest, and the top 5 local things you need to know as you head out the door. 2 wrongful death lawsuits have been filed after 2 separate crashes in Benton County earlier this month. The first, the family of Josier Sanchez suing Washington State Patrol Trooper Sarah Clayson. Authorities say Clayson was off duty and driving impaired when she crashed into Sanchez. The second lawsuit from the family of Antonio Aguirre suing Matthew Mason. Authorities say Mason crashed into Aguirre's car head-on. The attorney handling the cases saying that these deaths were preventable. Now, Mason has been charged with vehicular homicide while driving under the influence. Charges for Clayson are still pending.
And authorities are attempting to locate and arrest this man. His name is Raul Morfin Diaz, and he's wanted for rape of a child as well as 2 counts of child molestation. Authorities say his whereabouts are unknown at this time, but the U.S. Marshals Pacific Northwest Task Force is offering up to $1,000 for any information leading to his arrest. If you know anything, call police.
Getting a look at a damaged bathroom at Two Rivers Park in Findlay. Take a look at this video. This was taken just yesterday. It shows the extent of the damage after that building caught fire last week. Now it's been completely tagged with graffiti. Now, we've reached out to the Benton County officials trying to get some more information on the cause of the fire and any investigation that they have going on into this graffiti. When we hear back from them, we'll of course keep you updated.
And 2 Forever 21 stores in our region will be shutting down. It's the store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap and the one at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick. And this comes after the company files for bankruptcy for a second time in 6 years. A total of 9 Washington stores will be impacted, and liquidation sales will be held at all stores.
Well, the Columbia Burbank High School boys basketball team recently earned the school its first ever team state title for any sport. And to celebrate, the Burbank community is having a parade and a barbecue for the team. It all happens tomorrow at the school from 6 to 8.
In your national headlines this morning, a new rule starting on the 31st could make it harder for some people to collect their Social Security benefits. It states people who can't prove their identity online will have to visit a field office. Also, another rule on March 29th will bar people from changing their bank account information through the phone. The Trump administration says these rules are aimed at reducing fraud, and this comes as the agency closes some offices to try and reduce its workforce. Online services will still be available, but many people who collect Social Security benefits are seniors. And a federal judge has indefinitely blocked President Trump's ban on transgender service members. The ban was set to take effect later this month, but in a ruling yesterday, a judge said the Trump administration cannot enforce the ban due to it not giving a legitimate reason. The judge is pausing her preliminary injunction until Friday, and that's to give the White House time to appeal the decision.
5:53 in your business headlines this morning. Artificial intelligence could be coming to a drive-through near you. Restaurants like KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut announcing that it's partnering with technology chip maker NVIDIA. It plans to use AI at its drive-throughs and it'll be able to adapt human speech patterns and understand menus. And the FBI is asking people and companies to take extra steps to protect their Outlook and Gmail accounts. The warning comes after a group of developers targeted critical industries with ransomware called Medusa, and then it breached some data of hundreds of victims. Now, some tips for protection: turn on two-factor authentication, check for software updates, be cautious when it comes to downloading files, links from social media, email marketing, even file sharing tools. And also download your important data, because then you can still access it in the event of a hack.
And in more business news, Dollar General is planning to close 96 stores across the nation in the first quarter of this year. The company will also shutter 45 of its Pop Shelf stores and convert 6 of those Pop Shelf stores to Dollar General locations. The closures represent less than 1% of the company's overall store base. And Frontier Airlines is offering a free checked bag on certain flights this summer. In a statement, Frontier CEO said this can be considered the ultimate, quote, divorce your old airline deal. So last week, Southwest announced its end to its longtime policy of 2 free checked bags, and Frontier officials say customer response will help determine if its free service will become permanent. And people who want to take advantage of this deal must book a trip by March 24th.
A recall alert to start your health headlines this morning. Nestle recalling some of its frozen Stouffer's and lean cuisine meals because they could contain wood-like material. So check your freezers for the lean cuisine butternut squash ravioli, spinach artichoke ravioli, and lemon garlic shrimp stir fry, as well as the Stouffer's party size chicken lasagna. These meals were distributed at major U.S. retailers between September 2024 and this month. If you have one, you can return it to the store where you bought it for a replacement or a refund. All right, trending this morning, a rare celestial event is underway.
Ooh, another one.
I know we've had a lot of them.
Yeah,
I like
so
it.
many.
I love space stuff.
Me too. So from now through Friday, the planet Venus will be visible in both the morning and evening skies above the northern hemisphere, and this happens a few days before the planet passes between the Earth and the Sun, and it won't happen again until 2033.
Okay, that is rare.
That is rare.
Oh yeah, the blood moon and all of that. You'll find Venus slightly above the Sun after sunset and before sunrise, and you won't need any special equipment. Venus is very bright because of its closer proximity to the Sun.
But if the sun is still in the sky, you'll of course need to protect your eyes from don't stare directly at the sun, you guys.
That's right.
Oh, my son, speaking of suns, my son is going to be obsessed with this.
Is he?
He loves looking at stuff in space.
My fiance loves looking at things like that.
Yeah.
I usually tag along, so
it's very fun.
Maybe. Yeah. But it's happening.
Sightseeing.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up at 6 o'clock, if you may be missing a best friend in your life, we could have just what you need, and we're going to introduce you to him during Operation Best Friend.
Plus, we also have why some Pasco residents aren't happy about the city's latest decision regarding an adjustment on their irrigation utility rate. And Stacy, what are you tracking weather-wise?
So we've got some active weather on our final day of winter.
Spring is coming.
But spring is coming. I'll give you all the details coming up.